we are at a customer's house. They initially called us because they were having a water leak into the ceiling of their basement. So what we started out with first was repairing the siding, the trim, where it appeared that the water was coming in. The customer would say that every time he got a big rain, the water would come into the ceiling. So we figured naturally it was from the siding. So we repaired that, and then as we started to repair the ceiling of where the sheetrock was damaged, we noticed that it was saturated with water, and we hadn't had any rain for about a week or more, and so it shouldn't have been saturated with water. So we took the ceiling down, and it was incredible. The joist, the rim board, the insulation, everything was just moldy and rotten. Worse than I've ever seen before. The 2x10s were rotten almost all the way through the support. And so we knew immediately we had a big issue on our hands. So the next thing was to figure out what was the cause of all this water. Well, as we looked up, we noticed there was a shower right above that area, and coming around the drain and around the edges of the shower, it was completely dripping. So it's really important to make sure you have a good tile guy install your tile so that you don't have problems down the road. This customer has lived in this house for about 6 years, and so he never knew of any problem until just recently, but it has been leaking for probably most of that time. In order for these joists to get that bad, it's had to have been leaking a long time. So what we're going to do here is right now currently we're standing inside his nice shower. It's a nice walk-in shower. It has a jetted tub in it, and it's really cool. It's really a neat looking shower. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to demo this whole thing out. We're going to have to take it out and demo the floor, the walls. But what we're only going to do is we're only going to demo 2 feet up the walls. So we're not going to tear out the ceiling and the walls. We're only going to tear out where the damage is. But because the joists are so rotten and the rim board is so rotten, the rim board is what holds up the walls for this floor and for the roof. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to support the walls independently so we can completely remove the floor joists. And so it's a little tricky, but it's actually kind of fun to do this kind of project. So we're going to demo the floor, demo the walls, and then rebuild it. So we want to take out all the rotten wood completely, and then put in all new, and then when we do our tile, make sure it's completely watertight, don't have any problems. This is the master bedroom, and the shower is right there on the other side of this wall. And because we have to remove enough joist over, we have to tear this wall out. But before you start any remodel, you want to cover everything up. We need to cover the furniture, we need to cover the bed, we need to cover the floor, because dust will go everywhere. We'll cover off the registers, seal off any doors, so we don't get airflow, because the airflow through a door will just suck dust right through it and just cover the whole house. So you want to get everything covered. So we're inside the shower here, and just removing some of the tile. And what we've noticed is this jetted tub is inside the shower, and as the shower head would come, spray water over here, and then the water would seep around this tile. And so as we pulled up all the different tile, we see this wood is just completely rotten. And it has been leaking very severely for a long period of time. This wall is the other side of the shower. It has this glass block that lets in light. But you'll notice as the water has seeped across the subfloor, and this whole area is rotten underneath. You got to pull all this subfloor and this joist even over to here. You'll notice these dark spots of where the mold has kind of come through the carpet. And you can always tell whenever you see baseboards that are warping, it's usually caused by moisture. These are completely rotten out, and so all this has to come out. Notice how spongy it is. Watch your step.